What's going on, guys? Good morning or good evening, depending on where you are in the world right now. It's certainly a good morning for me. Well, actually, no, it is a technically it's a good morning, but in regards to results wise, Man City winning, they go top of the table by 1 point. Not great, right? That means the pressure is on Arsenal now against Everton, and that's why we're here. Arsenal versus Everton. Watchalong. Welcome. It's the Kiwi Gunner here, and a big game today. Arsenal have had a week's break, a 7-day break coming into this game after we stumbled across the line, didn't we, against Wolverhampton, and we certainly made hard work out of that game. And there were a lot of reports after the game that the team were just not the team were not happy, like especially Odegaard, Saka. Arteta was furious. You could see after the full time whistle. I think there was a clip of Marino going and smiling and shaking his hand, and then when Marino saw Arteta's face, he was like, and then because he saw how furious Arteta looked. So the team, I think that again, I don't want to predict a result, or I can predict a performance, and this one's very easy, right? It's gonna be a much better performance than the one we put against Wolverhampton. Because I tell you what, if we put the same performance in, this is not Wolverhampton, this is Everton away. And sure, coming into this game, Everton in the new stadium, it's never been like, it's not like St. James's Park for us, right? Like, we do win here, and we won here a couple of seasons ago. I think Trossard scored, we won 1-0, but the season before that we lost. Last season we drew, and I think last season we drew, but I think we it was in between or just before the Real Madrid game, so the team's focus was elsewhere. But I don't care. I don't care when that full time whistle goes. If it's 3 points Arsenal, we'll take it. We take that. But you expect a better performance from the team considering we just had a week's rest. Everton have had a week's rest. We've had a week's rest. We're not coming into this on the back of a Champions League away game or a Carling Cup game or Carabao Cup game. We got to put the performance in today, and I think we're gonna go through the starting lineups, and I think I'm gonna base my hopes on the performance. So on the lineup, sorry. As you can see, the Arsenal lineups on my left or right in the video. Gyökeres keeps his place. Other players are walking out now, so I was a little late today, aren't I? Trossard comes in for Martinelli, and if you've watched the previous videos, you know I'm a big fan of Trossard over Martinelli when starting games. I think second half is a different story, of course, when you come in. Look at that, Arsenal's last 3 Premier League away results. Draw, loss. So we gotta turn this around, right? So Gyökeres up top, Saka and Trossard either side of him. Rice, Zubimendi, Odegaard comes in back into the starting lineup. He was a substitute in the Wolverhampton game. Calafiori in after a suspension. Hinkepi, Saliba coming in, and Timber starting at right back with Ben White now injured until mid January. David Raya in goal, of course, and on the bench, not different changes on the bench. Still, the long-term absentees are still there as Havertz and Gabriel. Big Gabby, I mean. Jesus is on the bench, and you gotta say that really, if Gyökeres doesn't score today, I think Jesus will start the game against Palace midweek. And if he puts in a good performance, I think he might just snatch that starting place away from Gyökeres. Before his injury, Gyökeres wasn't banging in goals left, right, and center, but the performances I was seeing from him, like it gave me hope that we're gonna see something. But now he needs to get back to those performances because coming back from injury, his performances have not been good as well. Now Everton's lineup: Pickford in goal, O'Brien, Tarkowski, Keane, Mikolenko in defense. Oroy Bunam and Ghana in defensive midfield positions. McNeil, Alcaraz, and Grealish and Berry up top. So due to the African Cup of Nations, now Everton are missing some key players. Ndai and Gay are both missing. Dewsbury Hall, Branthwaite, and Coleman are injured. So now normally Idrissa Gay and Indai would be starting this game. They are big losses for Everton. Of course, we have some big losses as well. But Everton have lost against the teams they should be losing to this season. They lost to Tottenham. They lost to Man City. So Arsenal have a lot of pressure at the moment to get back to winning ways, especially away from home. This is a perfect result to do it. Team huddle just to get the Everton have only lost one of their last 7 home games against Arsenal. This is the kind of stuff you like to see, right? Arsenal have conceded the first goal in 5 of their last 7 away games. Oof. Clean sheet away from home is very, it's required, isn't it? We're not keeping clean sheets, home or away. We're conceding left, right, and center after that a great run of what was it, 8 games without conceding, tied a club record. Winning. It's the old apprentice against master. Everton fans in full voice in their new stadium. It's a new stadium, Arsenal. So new stadium, new era for Everton. So which means no Goodison Park voodoo for us. We gotta get off to winning ways. Declan Rice is gonna kick us off, and there we go. Timer good to go. We'll talk about the other results soon. I'm just see how the first few minutes go. Look at that, Trossard did well, but couldn't get the pass off to Gyökeres. Jordan Pickford put in a great performance against Man United a couple of weeks ago when they were that shock 10-man victory. Okay, what are we gonna do? We don't want to concede first, right? We want to score first. I mean, I'll take a 2-0 victory. But looking at our defensive woes at the moment, I'll go another 2-1 win Arsenal. Whew. We just need a performance out that will not only be entertaining, positive for Arsenal fans, and also maybe just wake me up a bit as well. I want to be a little wake me up. Calafiori and Hincapi coming together there, and I don't know why they're not communicating with each other. It's a lack of communication, really. They both came for the same ball. So it's Everton who are just passing it around themselves at the moment. When we don't have the ball, it looks like we've gone to like a 4-4-2 formation with Odegaard pushing up next to Gyökeres. So other results, Hincapi's holding his shoulder there. That's just the camera just zoomed in on him. I hope, oh man, last thing we need really. We have Lewis Skelly on the bench, so if Calafiori does have experience at centre back, so if we have somehow unfortunately no, he's running, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. But always, you can bring in Calafiori into centre back and then put Lewis Skelly on as left back. Other results, Man City winning, obviously 3-0 against West Ham. You'd expect that result. Haaland scoring 2 goals. They go top of the table by 1 point, so they have better goal difference. Unless we win, no, I mean, a draw here puts us level on points, but it doesn't help our chances of going first. So we need to win this game, get that 2. Oh, wayward pass, Gyökeres, but Everton get it back. Gyökeres wanting a foul from the referee there. Michael Keane with a last-ditch tackle to deny him. There's a wayward pass by number 42. I haven't really heard of that player. That's why I just couldn't say his name properly as well. What's his name? Oh, Tottenham 2 red cards, but they get a goal back. Wow, Tottenham are in shambles, aren't they? Iroig Bunam. Iroig Bunam. I'm butchering that name. Hopefully I'm not. Throw into Arsenal. Declan Rice to Saliba. So Liverpool beat Tottenham 2-1. What happens with the league table? That's something I didn't check. So Man City go first, Chelsea and Liverpool on 29 points and fourth and fifth positions. Crystal Palace are also playing at the moment against Leeds. Tottenham are down on 13th. Wolves lose again, this time to... Who did they lose to? Brentford. And a lot of reports saying that Newcastle should have had a penalty. They ended up losing a 2-goal lead to draw 2-2 against Chelsea. Wanted to watch that game. If Arsenal weren't playing right now, I probably would have watched that. It was a late night game for me, and it would have been an interesting game to watch. I think Voltamada scored in the first 5 minutes. Saka looks like he got tumbled over, but referee play on. Jack Grealish dangerous for Everton, and while I say that, his pass goes out for a goal kick. So hopefully the team have rested well and they are up to speed and up to the rhythm that set us on our winning run early in the season. And Kepi to Calafiori. Good to have Calafiori back. Calafiori adds... Odegaard almost got himself into trouble there. Zubimendi clears up. Next game for us is at home against Brighton. Odegaard trying to find Timber, but that's going to go all the way to Pickford. Everton not doing too bad this season. I mean, I think they're ninth. If the results stand the way they are, they would be in ninth place. Otherwise, they drop down to 10th. It's good. Lucky for I think Everton fans will be happy. They're not. Last couple of seasons, they started the season in some terrible form around the relegation areas. So they've actually started the season quite okay. David Moyes is a competent, decent manager. But like we said, right, they have some key players out, either injured or at the African Cup of Nations. So we need to, use it to our advantage. Of course, against Man United a few weeks ago, they won with Idrissa Gueye actually being sent off. So, obviously, is an important player for them. 6 minutes, no team showing any threatening ability. Trossard playing a crossfield ball. He's going to find Saka. Good touch from Saka. Can we get a shot? Ideally, a shot on target. Zubimendi to Timber. Everton players pressing. 2 Everton players on Timber at that point. Odegaard back to Hincapi. Looks like his shoulder jitters have gone after that collision with Calafiori early in the game. We need, of course, to have another injury-free, game. We haven't had many of those this season. I think we're on a streak of like an injury a game, aren't we? Even against Chelsea, we didn't have any injuries in the middle of the game or during the game, but we had Saliba pick up that knock before. Joker is looking like he wants to make himself a little bit of a menace or to that evidence defense. That's what we want, right? That's That's why I was a big fan of him. Even when he wasn't scoring, he always got involved and created a problem for the opposition defenders. But you just see, he just needs to find that form back again. He was that Burnley game, he was brilliant, right? It's unfortunate the injury he picked up that game. He just needs to get back into the groove. Calafiori with a wavered header and Hincapié again. Just communication from the Arsenal defenders is vital. Tarkovsky does well there against Trossard. Still, Everton have the ball. Everton have, of course, they're playing at home, so they've clearly come out to play here. They're not going to sit back. No low block stuff. They got numbers in our box, which is great for us, right? This is what Arsenal want to see. This current team, we want to see teams attack us, be in our half. It's a completely different game than the one against Wolves a week ago. Can we score? We haven't scored. We didn't score at all against Wolverhampton. It was all own goals. Wolverhampton scored 3 goals and they lost 2-1. Kepi's header goes to Alcaraz. Here's the floated ball in from, is that McNeil? Yeah, McNeil. Is it Beto on the bench? Yeah, Beto's on the bench for Everton. Here we go, Declan Rice. We're a bit slow getting out of our half at the moment. We get the ball, but got to get that ball to Odegaard so he can make something happen. Here's Timber to Saka. Oh, it does well, Saka. Back to Odegaard. Declan Rice to Hincapié Zubimendi. Some good position from us at the moment. Here's Trossard. Trying to thread that pass through to Gyökeres. It's intercepted and Everton have a chance, and good work from Rice and Zubimendi. Trossard, sorry, to stop the attack. They still have the ball. Here's Tarkovsky. Yeah, Everton have been a pain for us, Arsenal, for many. Oh, just that wayward clearance from Saliba goes out for a corner kick. So first corner of the game goes to Everton. Now we've lost our corner mojo since Gabriel has been injured, so we just need to pick it up again. This is a good game to do it. Well, not actually, no, because Everton have got some players who are good with headers, aren't they? They got Keane, Tarkovsky. There's Ghana, who's going to be taking that corner. I think he's a former Man United player. Corner goes in, and Raya was in no man's land, and luckily Saliba is there to clear that ball. Yeah, I think Raya. What's Raya doing here? So Raya just mistimes and it just flops over. Looks like trying to get a foul. It's a throw in now to Everton. Are they going to go with everybody's trusted long throw routine? Has anyone actually scored from these? Maybe apart from Brentford? Oof, Saliba and is it Barry? Saliba causing some issues for us at the moment. There's a lot of holding going on there. And it does come off Timber for a corner. So another corner to Everton. Corner comes in. I think that, yeah, it's gone over everybody. Out for a goal kick. Yeah, Everton. It's, when the fixtures come out, right? It's one of those games in the season where just not really happy for these games. Don't like playing Everton away. I think as I said earlier, draw there last season. We won the season before. The season before that, we lost. The season before that, we lost. It's just such a painful game every year. But hopefully, you just expect and hope that new season, maybe a new record for us at this stadium. Pickford puts the ball in and Zubimendi falls over. I don't know what Zubimendi did there. Saliba does well though. When Saliba puts Zubimendi back in trouble. And is Zubimendi. Alcaraz still has the ball, and Everton more threatening in the early stages here, first 15 minutes. I don't think we've had a touch even in the final third. Saka, here we go. Counter opportunity. Just too much on it. It's just not a good pass to Gyökeres. I think you could see what he was trying to do there, but Gyökeres wasn't going to get to that pass. And then again, it's the thing that infuriated me against Wolves. Like we get the ball, we got to keep the ball, right? We're just getting the ball, giving it back to the opposition. Pressure is on. I think that's why sometimes I don't like playing after a title rival has won their game and gone above us in the table, right? Because the team, you just don't know how it's affecting them. Are they gonna play with nerves coming into this, knowing that we gotta win to reclaim first place? They should be professional enough to handle that pressure and situation. Saka, Mikalenko does well against him and clears the ball. Saliba's done well against Barry. There's Grealish in space, and you don't want to give Grealish space. Timber gets back. Oof. No goal yet. Still 0-0. I mean, not even a chance. Not even a sniff for us at the moment in the first 17 minutes. I mean, we're not playing Man City or Chelsea. We're playing Everton. Like, you'd expect us to have some sort of attacking. And then here's Grealish. Almost got past both Timber and Saka, but Zubmendi's there to clear. When I come through this with no defeats, I mean, no new injuries and 3 points. That's all I want. Is it too much to ask for before Christmas? 3 points and no injuries. Saka does well there. He sets up Trossard. He's got O'Brien on him. He needs support. Calafiori's there though. He loses it, but Calafiori's there to cover up. There's Mendy to Rice. Got to get Odegaard more involved in the game as well. Odegaard's hardly seen the ball. Here's Calafiori to Trossard. Back to Calafiori. He can create something out of nothing. Saka, good ball. Ball is in and cleared, but Zubimendi's there, and it's always rising, that shot from Zubimendi. Finally, a shot for Arsenal. We'll take that. Doing something good, positive play, and that's what we want to see. Trossard to Saka, and the cross ends cleared by Keane, and the rebound just falling to Zubimendi. And yeah, it's just bouncing. It's not a good shot. You can see what he was trying to do. What the goal he scored against Nottingham Forest early in the season. You know, if they had all their players coming into this game, Everton, I would say it's a tougher game than it should be, right? But with the injuries and the players, the unavailability they have, we need to put in a better performance than we've had so far. And it is still early stages, right? 20 minutes in. Just gotta relax. Just just that nervous feeling after Man City won, and they certainly do look like they're gonna go on one of their, you know, 10, 15, 20. Oh, Raya. I mean, it's good skill, but it's very scary what he's trying to do there. Gyökeres does well there, holding up and playing Saka through. This is it. This is we got to score from this. Timber. Timber does well. Saka, Timber, Odegaard put the ball in, and Gyökeres just wide. Good positive play from Arsenal. Saka pass to Timber was just too much. Timber does very well to hold it up and play it back, keep it alive, and Odegaard dinking the ball in, and Gyökeres, he's just turning his head, away from goal. It's always a difficult header. He did well to pull it off. So some positive play from us last couple of minutes. It all started with Raya almost giving everyone a heart attack. All Arsenal fans a heart attack. There's Timber. He's got Grealish on him, but does well. There's Raya out. Boot up field, and we have it back, hopefully. Saka. Here's Saliba. Come on, game. You're making me yawn. Let's do something. Saliba to Raya. We've definitely had more of the possession last 5 minutes. Just took us a while to grow into this game. But we're on top at the moment, and this is when we want to take advantage. Odegaard. Get Odegaard more involved in play. Rice. Back to Odegaard. Here we go. Love it when he's got space to run into. Don't do anything over the top. Not yet. Let's go. Slowly. Just building up. Saka. Back to Timber. Timber's made a forward run, so that's no longer an option. Saka does well. He still found Timber. Timber, ball in. Is that a push? Gyökeres is claiming a push. It's a corner kick, but Arsenal fans, Arsenal players are all claiming. They're saying Gyökeres was pushed in the back. Gyökeres is furious. He's saying, why? Why? No offside against Timber here. He puts the ball in. I mean, it could be, you can see it's soft, but you can give it as well, definitely. So Timber puts the ball in. It comes off Mikalenko, and his. Nah, I mean when you see it from up close on a slow replay, he does give him the slight nudge, but then I don't know if it's enough to go over. I mean, you expect your centre back to be much stronger than that. I don't think it's going to be given. I think initially it does look like, from the camera angle we have from all the way back here, it does look like he pushed him. But when you get up close, Slow-mo replay. You see that little nudge, but not enough to, push over a 6'2" center forward. I hope he's 6'2", maybe he's 6'3", I don't know. Rice, our first corner for Arsenal. We failed to mention. I think that's Calafiori getting in the mix and coming off for a goal kick. Close though, I think. No. What was that? Wait, what is that? Oh, handball. Handball. That's a penalty. I don't care. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. He touched his hand. I don't know why he's jumping with his hands. Calafiori is claiming it's a handball. That's a penalty. I mean, O'Brien's just done that. Like, and it's taken his. It should be a corner because it doesn't even touch Calafiori. It comes off O'Brien's hand. They've asked the referee to look at the monitor. Arsenal will get a penalty here. Come on, referee. I mean, you don't need to see. Yeah, I mean, you saw that, mate. Okay, he's looking at it again, second time. I think he doesn't need a third time. Surely not a third time. Okay, there we go. He's got a third look at it. A fourth look. I mean, how many more times do you need to look at this to give it a penalty? It takes it away from it hits his hand and takes it away from Calafiori's head. Calafiori's got a header there. Yeah, he's gonna give it. Yeah. He's speaking to the crowd at the moment. We'll take a penalty. Thank you very much. That's what happens, right? We sat back, we absorbed the pressure, and some good positive play. Last 5 minutes, last 7 minutes has been all Arsenal. And that's what you get, right? You force the error. And look at him, he's just jumping up. I don't know why and his hands are in like a unnatural position as well. Like why would he do that? It's such a brain dead moment, isn't it? He's like blocking the header from Calafiori with his hands. It's a yellow card to give a yellow card to somebody. Tarkovsky's not happy with the referee. I mean, no reason not to be happy with the referee. It's a yellow card, mate. And I mean, listen, you can say it's denying. I mean, I'm not gonna say Calafiori had an open header there. Could it be denying a goal scoring opportunity? Who knows? He's given a yellow card to somebody there. I mean, I'll wait to update it. There's Gyökeres. Oh, Odegaard's given it to Victor Gyökeres. I mean, the one penalty he scored this season, he thumped that into the corner. So pressure. I mean, he needs this, right? He needs this for his confidence. Come on, Gyökeres. Oh man, come on! Every Arsenal fan right now wants this guy to score this. Not for us to take the lead, just for him to score a goal. Oh, what a penalty! What a penalty! There we go. The iconic celebration out of the way as well. I mean, it looked like Pickford went the right way, but it's like gone through his hands. And all the Arsenal players all around them congratulating him. I just want to look at this again. Oh, I mean, Pickford's gone the right way, but he's like ducked. He's ducked out of the way. He's like, there's no way I'm saving that. The Arsenal bench happy as well. Every Arsenal fan is happy in the world right now. And there we go. Update the scoreboard. Gyökeres won. I just want to see who got that yellow card. So it was Mikalenko who got the yellow card. So we'll update that as well. So we should be back in first place. We get our first place back. So no yellow card for O'Brien, only Mikalenko for probably arguing with the referee following the incident. Well, you play positively and you get rewarded. We did nothing the first 17, 18 minutes, and then suddenly, two shots, getting closer, and then finally you force the error. I mean, we didn't do anything wrong. I mean, the guy jumped up with his hands in the air. I mean, it's just not like this as well. When you jump, like he was like, all right, now Raya, we don't want anything scary for a while, please. Just until we settle. It's a good play out back to get the ball out. Calafiori and we're just short on numbers at the moment. Everybody needs to get back. Everton have got the ball at the moment. Here's Grealish playing a ball through, and Raya should have it. Oof, almost dropped it. Good from David Raya. Here's Rice. Let's get another goal just to be a little bit comfortable. Here's Saliba. Ooh, to Raya. It's always nervous playing out from the back. It's Odegaard. Rice. To Calafiori. Good. Holding up, keeping the ball. Well, some reports of VAR making a big mistake in the Newcastle Chelsea game. They certainly got that one spot on before that for a penalty right there. Now, if this was the Arsenal defense with Gabriel in it, you would think that, yeah, we can just, sit back and keep the 1-0. But this defense, you never know. Calafiori ball and come off Gyökeres for a Everton throw-in. Now we got to see Gyökeres play with some confidence now. Let's come off McNeil for an Arsenal throw. So 15 minutes until half-time. Saliba's done well against Barry. He does well against basically every striker that he plays against. If you put one striker on, chances are, and Calafiori, lovely. Oof, got robbed of the ball. Oh yeah, he gets it back. Calafiori, man, is very good. He's just, Lewis Skelly's still young. He's still raw, and the glimpses we've seen from Lewis Skelly show us that he's got a lot of potential. But Calafiori is again, he's just next level. Here's Timber, good run from Timber, brought down, no foul. Now he's given a foul against Odegaard. Did look like a foul, but I don't know. Maybe not foul. I guess he got the ball. And then Odegaard just coming and barging him off the ball there. Oof. Everton still have the ball. We haven't cleared it from their goal kick. Their free kick. Tarkovsky back to Pickford. Keane is still up there, waiting for the ball to come in. Now he's going to go back to defense. Pickford's ball going all the way back to Raya. Maybe conserve some energy at the moment. Maybe last 5 minutes of the half, go for another positive run, try to force another error or get another goal. Declan Rice. Lovely from Odegaard. Calafiori. Oh, no, it wasn't Odegaard. That was Trossard. Now it's Odegaard to Saka. Timber. Back to Odegaard. Overlapping run by Timber. Can he put the ball in? He did, but it's cleared. Couldn't really find anybody. Here's Trossard. Here's Saka. Back to Trossard. Yep, back to Trossard. It's Trossard. Back to Saka. Back to Trossard. No, Zubimendi. Good. We're on the edge of their box. Let's keep it this way. Here's Odegaard. Ball over the top. And I think O'Brien. Wait. Calafiori falling over after clashing with Pickford. Yeah, I think Saka was Odegaard put the ball over the top trying to find one of Saka or Trossard. And I think O'Brien just took a little touch on that, just took it away from them into Pickford's hands. We're seeing a lot of positive play when Saka drifts from the right to the left. And in doing so, because Trossard stays there, we're like overloading that left-hand side. I think Arteta sees that O'Brien is a weak link at the moment. Mikalenko's on a yellow card, so maybe we can exploit the right-hand side more. Rice over the top. Saka's giving chase, but Mikalenko headers it back to Pickford. Well, Everton have lost, as we mentioned earlier. They've lost against the big teams here. They lost to, I think Man City. I think they played Man City. Was it home or away? I don't remember. But Tottenham they lost to. Newcastle destroyed them. So it's not far-fetched it's not unrealistic to expect a comfortable victory here. Again, mentioning the players they have injured and unavailable at the moment. Trossard does well. We have the ball. Calafiori. Throw in Arsenal. So we Gyökeres just can't control it against Tarkovsky. Keane back to Pickford. So people saying our next 6 matches, well, not people saying, looking at our next 6 matches, as we do some positive play here. Here's Odegaard. Maybe I can continue after this. Mikalenko somehow stops Saka from getting it. So we got this game. We've got Brighton next week. Next weekend. And then we have Aston Villa at home. So we've got 2 home games coming up. And then away to Bournemouth. And then away to, I believe, I want to say away to Nottingham Forest. I'm not sure about that though yet. So this game last season, we drew. Next game against Brighton at home, last season, we drew. After that, Aston Villa at home, last season, we drew. And the season before that, we lost, which ruined our title challenge. After that, Bournemouth away, we lost. And if we are playing Nottingham Forest away, we drew that last season. So our next, including this, next 5 matches, we failed to win any of them. So this is a big opportunity to improve that. We're already 6 points better off than we were looking at the same fixtures from last season. So we have a chance to make up 2 here, 2 next weekend, 2 against, so that's 6, 2 against Aston Villa, 3 against Bournemouth, that's 9. And if we do beat Nottingham Forest, that's 11. 11 points we can make up on last season if we just. Well, we've done well here. Here's. Oh, Tarkovsky looked bad from here. Lunging in on Gyökeres. Let's look what. He just steps on his foot. It's nothing cynical or nothing too bad. Of course, you don't want to see that after Gyökeres just coming back from injury and trying to find form. He's okay. He's walking around. So yellow cards. So two of Everton's back four have got yellow cards. And free kick opportunity is Declan Rice. Can he put the ball in to one of our players? Zubimendi back to Rice. No ball into the box quite yet. Here's Timber. Here's Saka. Timber to Rice. Zubimendi. 5 minutes to go. Trossard to Calafiori. He's got Odegaard. Opts not to pass to him. Maybe saw him a little too late. Here's Rice. Be careful. You're the last man. Timber. Okay, now we're slowly being pushed back and it's going to go all the way back to Raya. So Everton do well there. Here's Hincapi. You want to see Hincapi grow more, get more minutes. I think he came in with an injury. He played some matches, a few minutes here and there. So you want to see him get more minutes, be more calm, fill the boots. And that ball from Saliba, is it going to get just... Yeah, Calafiori's got it. Here's Hincapi. To Raya. Raya, good. Great ball to Timber here. There we go. Here's Trossard. With space to run into. He plays the ball to Calafiori. Calafiori will get there. Back to Zubimendi. Here's Trossard again. Here's Odegaard. I was going to say Marino for some reason. Here's Saka in the box. Odegaard. Good to find Rice. Rice with a shot. Over. No, troubling Pickford. Tried to curl that one in. It's just going way over. Oh, they're showing the Leeds Crystal Palace game, and Leeds with Calvert-Lewin, former Everton player, scoring to give him the lead against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, man, they already have a thin squad, and they had a midweek game, I think, in the Conference League, and then they're playing a game every like 2 to 3 days, and then they're playing us in the Carabao Cup. Pickford slips over in his goal kick, but Everton have the ball. And Grealish has it. Grealish hasn't really done much, which is good to see. You don't want to see Grealish get the ball or have any sort of opportunity. I mean, he hasn't done much since that when we started getting more into the game. He's not seeing any of the ball. And as you can see, 65% possession to Arsenal. So we've molded our way into this game. Slow process. Here's Timber. Calafiori to Trossard. That's why with Trossard, right? Trossard can give you, but he's not always going to give you that explosive burst of speed. What he does give you, which his best trait, is his creative play. He can hold up the ball. He can look to make a pass. He plays an over-the-top pass. He can thread a ball through. He's like attacking midfielder you have on the left wing. And something you don't get with Martinelli. Now Martinelli, this is a perfect game, right? Bring on Martinelli, second half. If it stays this way, Everton are going to push men forward. And that's when you get Martinelli. You can find that space or an over the top ball to him. It's good. We're keeping the ball. Rice trying to play it over the top. Like, we're trying to play these over the top balls when we fail to realize that, Everton have got two players who are accomplished headers of the ball. They have Keane and Tarkovsky. You're not gonna beat them. Nine times out of 10, they're gonna win that ball every time. I think keep the ball on the ground in this game. You can hit it in the air and hope that one of their players. Oh, lovely from Saliba. Here's Gyökeres. Corner blocked by Tarkovsky. Saliba does well. He's like, you guys are passing it all around yourselves. I'm gonna do it myself, and he passes it. Good ball to find Gyökeres. His first touch is decent, and I think it might have come off Gyökeres. Yeah, I think it's a goal kick. I think the referee actually got that spot on. From the replay, it looked like corner. Gyökeres does well though. They're showing Wayne Rooney, Everton legend at the age of 16. Scored. Was that his first Premier League goal against us? Can't quite remember. So our player's still down. I think it's Calafiori who's still down here. Everton players aren't happy that the referee stopped play. Ooh, yeah, that's a hard fall. He just fell on his back there. Maybe just slightly winded. We hope, it's hopefully he gets some air back. So 4 minutes added on here. David Moyes is furious that the game has stopped and the player has not been told to come off. Like, come on, man. The guy fell on his back. He might have hit the back of his head. And Arteta's just pointing to the back of his head saying, hey, I think Arteta has some great deal of respect for David Moyes. It was a very bad fall. So hopefully speedy recovery for Calafiori. I mean, there's two different levels of players in Calafiori and Lewis Skelly. I think they do mostly similar things if they runs into the in through midfield or slotting into defensive mid. Looks like Leeds. Have they scored another goal? No, almost scoring another goal. It's still 1-0 to Leeds against Crystal Palace. Almost scoring. Almost deflected in. Calafiori looks like he's up and walking about, which is great to see. So just taken out to the touchline. The referee will let him come on soon. I think they've done all the precautionary checks. Looks like it's a green light for him. Good to see. We don't want another injury. Even if it's concussion related, it's still bad. Oof. There's Trossard. Sneaky, isn't he? Oh, here's Grealish and Hincapi clears. Little follow through there from Grealish, but the referees let play go on. Tarkovsky, ball over the top. Everton still have it. Dangerous. It's almost half time. We don't want to, and Raya should have that. Yep. Good from Raya. It's Saliba to Timber. Timber does well. Timber does really well. Still keep a hold of the ball. Here's Rice. That's what we want to see, right? Just keep the ball. There's something we didn't do last week against Wolves where we're in our box, the other team are attacking us, pressing us, and we just kick the ball upfield. And while saying that, Hincapi does that. And again, it's a tough day for Gyökeres in the office today with having to deal with Tarkovsky and Keane. Hincapi does well there. Saliba. Saliba does well to find Saka. He does well to almost find Trossard. So didn't do well there though. Good. Timber wins that. Here we go. Attacking opportunity. Here's Odegaard. He's got Gyökeres out wide. It's too much on it for Gyökeres. Can he put the ball in? He does. And Saka, of all people, is drifting away from goal. You're moving away from goal. It's going to be a tough header. And his header goes wayward for a goal kick. I think that pass from Odegaard was a little too heavy for Saka. And I think Saka, just a little communication from Trossard, he would have nudged that ball back into Trossard. If I'm not mistaken, I think we've done well to hold Everton from not even having a shot on target, a shot at all in this game. Yeah, no shots from Everton. Here we go. Trossard. Can we finish with a bang? Oh. Timber to Saka. Zubimendi Odegaard is stolen from Alcaraz, and Everton have an opportunity, and Saliba against Berry, and Saliba, he's been very good in defense, Saliba. That's what you're missing with Saliba, right? When Saliba's not there, opposition striker has free reign on defense. So due to Calafiori's temporarily injury, ooh, little after follow through there from Everton player, and I think that's halftime. Good half from Arsenal. 1-0 to the Gunners. Going into halftime, it's a Victor Gyökeres penalty after McNeil jumping, and I think he was trying to do a layup style maneuver with his hands there. So it's 1-0. We go in at halftime. Everton have had no shots at all. We've had 6, with 1 on target being the penalty. So we grew into the game after that 18th minute mark. 2 shots. We had Gyökeres and who else was it? Gyökeres and I think Zubimendi had a shot off target. And then finally got the corner. First corner of the game actually for us. And then at first thought, from the camera angle here, it did look like Calafiori's header went off target, but then after looking at it with slow motion, you can clearly see that McNeil handled that ball, and his hands actually took it away from Calafiori. So yeah, going to halftime. We'll be back momentarily. Good 45 minutes from Arsenal. What more do you want? To set up the timer for the second half. There we go. So the mighty Gunners 1-0 up against Everton. Of course, you want to see another goal just to have that breathing room. Yoko is getting the ball, but I think Rice, if you look at the Arsenal lineup, I think everybody has done well. Even Raya's done well with his coming out of the box, some of the reading of the game from him. I think I need a coffee. Just 45 more minutes and then I'll get a coffee and then wake up. But being the time that this game is on, early morning for me, obviously we won 3 points. We won the victory and then lovely. Rest of the day, bliss. What more do you want? So looking at our lineup, I think one player that I would want a little bit more just to step it up in the second half, I think Trossard has been involved, but maybe just a little bit more from him. And Odegaard, we want more from Odegaard. I think Saliba ended up being a creator as well, almost pulling off a assist for Gyökeres. But just a little bit something from Odegaard. I think Saka's done well. I think the defense has done very well. I think Calafiori and Timber, good as always, linking up in the attacks. Because of Saliba, their striker, Berry, has done nothing. No shots at all for Everton so far. And Everton, of course, with 2 yellow cards, Tarkovsky and Mikalenko. Yeah, Chelsea coming back from 2 goals down to snatch up point at St. James's Park. I mean, Newcastle. It's not looking good for Eddie Howe. Like, how long are the owners going to put up with this? Because their Champions League qualification, well, I mean, it's still early in the season, right? I mean, if you look at it, they're 6 points away from 5th place at the moment. Everton are in 5th place. So 2 wins, maybe like 3 match weeks, and you're in it. You're in the Champions League places if your results go your way. And they just need to get their home form under control. They can keep losing away, no problem. I think they have to come to the Emirates as well. Apart from that, it's looking good, isn't it? We need to keep winning. Bournemouth drew against Burnley. Burnley, 90th minute goal from Broha. They'll like that, won't they? Because that's gonna now halt their losing streak. I think they had the worst losing streak in Premier League history. Brighton and Sunderland drew. No goals scored in that game. Verbruggen for Brighton getting man of the match, so it seems like maybe Sunderland um, had the better chances in that game. Man City, we talked about, they won. Brentford beat Wolves. Wolves are 100% going down, aren't they? And Liverpool beating Spurs. Spurs with 2 red cards. So Romero and Simmons, I think, got sent off early in the first half. And then Romero getting 2 yellow cards. A yellow card. When was he sent off? Interesting. 93rd minute. So they were already 2-1. And then looking at this, so Liverpool were facing 10 men from the 30th minute onwards, but they only have 0.6 xg, and they scored 2 goals. Tottenham have 1.1 xg, 1.01 xg. So it did look like Tottenham had the better of the chances, but they ended up losing. Verts got man of the match. So Verts getting an assist. Also looks like he was injured. Isak. So it looks like Frimpong came on, and he. What is going on here? So Frimpong came on, but he was injured. No. Yeah, so Frimpong came on for Isak, who got injured. And I think Frimpong came off. And then he came off because he was injured. So it looks like Liverpool made hard work for themselves than it really should have been. Because Tottenham don't win at home. Their home form is atrocious. Just looking at their home form. Yeah, look at that. Wait, no, they do have one. They beat Brentford. But Brentford are not good away from home. I think tomorrow is going to be a fun game. Aston Villa at home against Man United. Normally, we all hate Man United, so we don't want them to win, but maybe a draw wouldn't be too bad in that game, just to put Aston Villa back further away from us. And then the Saturday games, Man United at home against Newcastle. Newcastle need a result from that game, otherwise I think Eddie Howe is going to be under immense pressure. He's already under immense pressure, but you go to Old Trafford, and Man United are playing away to Aston Villa, but their home form, I think, drew against Bournemouth, drew against West Ham, lost 10-man Everton, so their home form is not good, and you expect Newcastle to get a result from that. And in the other matches, so not Man City are away to Nottingham Forest. Let's see if Nottingham Forest can pull off a shock there. We would all appreciate that, because right after that game, we play against Brighton at home. I mean, I don't want to look too far ahead. This game's not even over. You know, we don't want to assume we've got 3 points. It's looking good at the moment, but Everton are going to put on the pressure in the second half, especially near the end of the second half. If it stays 1-0 into the last 10, 15 minutes, I think Everton are going to go for it. And as we saw last weekend, Wolverhampton went for it in the last 10 minutes, last 20 minutes, you could argue. And we just couldn't handle it, and we ended up conceding. And are we going to get a stroke of luck as we did against Everton? Again, we're just talking about, what ifs at the moment. We did mention that, we're not going to get 2 own goals in one game like we did against the Wolves. So we got to come into the second half. We've got options from the bench. No excuses, right? I think you stick with what you have at the moment. I think the players have done very well in the first half. I think if anybody you take off, I mean, I wouldn't even touch the defense. If nobody's on a yellow card, leave the defense as it is, because most likely, I think against Crystal Palace, I think Calafiori is going to be rested. I think Raya, you rest Raya. I don't think you put out a strong team against Crystal Palace. I just don't think you do that. I think you, of course, as a trophy, at the end of the day, you want to add to your trophy cabinet. But I think, I mean, I'm talking like it's a final. It's not a final. It's a quarterfinal. But we win. We play 2 matches against Chelsea in February, January and February. Do we need that, or do we focus on the Champions League and Premier League? And we got FA Cup coming up as well. And you don't have Dalman. I think against Crystal Palace, I think he's going to put Kepa in goal. I think you play Lewis Skelly. I think you play Norgard in centre back. And I think maybe you play Hinkepi or Saliba. Maybe play Saliba because maybe he needs some minutes coming back from injury. Right back, I think you put a youth player. You don't play Timber. You play youth player at right back. And I think in midfield, if you're going to put Norgard in defense, put Merino, start Eze. And then up front, I think Martinelli, Madueke, and Jesus. I think it's still a strong enough team to beat Crystal Palace after the injury problems and players unavailable players that they have. I think the team I just said, obviously he needs to start one of Rice or Zubimendi unless there's somebody in the reserves who can slot in that position. Nwaneri. Nwaneri needs to start against Crystal Palace. I think we keep the team as it is. I think maybe Everton makes some changes. But I mean, looking on their bench, who do they really bringing on? They've got defenders. They've got defenders on the bench, and they've got Beto and Dibbling. I think Tyler Dibbling, yeah. So they got basically 2 attackers on their bench. They don't really have an answer to, if the game continues the way it is, what do Everton do? Bring on Beto, bring on Dibbling. But then everybody else I'm looking at, midfielder, defender, and they've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench. I think we score another goal. It's risky to hope that 1-0 is enough to get the 3 points here. I think we score another goal. I think we're good to go. I think at 2-0, I don't think Everton have the answer. Zubimendi just talking with the referee there. Trossard and Calafiori just discussing their left wing strategy for the second half. Let's keep this up, guys. Let's get another goal, and maybe let's add to our goal difference so that we can have some breathing room in regards to that statistic. Man City have won their last 3 matches, 3 goals to none. That didn't come out right. 3 goals to 0. It's basic, but it gets the message through. So they got a 9 goal difference swing in their last 3 matches. And before that, they had a 5-4 win against Fulham, 3-2 against Leeds. So Everton players coming out. Probably the same players that went in at the end of the first half. As we looked at their team, not really any options from the bench for them. Second half going to be underway here. More of the same for Arsenal. Let's get that coveted no shots on target conceded record or statistic again. We loved that at the start of the season, not conceding a shot on target. Let's do that. Let's start our record at Phil Dickinson Stadium with a win. We have a good away record. Let's continue that. Referees kicked us off for the second half. Here we go. Oh, what are we doing? So Mendy clears the ball. Could have left it for Raya with a little bit more communication, but O'Brien gonna now whip the long ball into the box. Don't want to concede this early. Oh, it's playing around in the box and cleared out. Gonna claiming for handball here. I think that, I mean, I think Barry and Timber's hands were interlocked there. I don't think that's anything to do with anything there. I don't think that's a penalty or a check or anything. Check over. Yeah. Throw into Everton. Here's O'Brien. Yeah, that movement, that throw-in movement that he's kept doing. Maybe he got mistaken and he thought that he was taking a throw-in. Rice should get that. Yeah, lovely. There we go. First touch of the game for touch of the second half for Arsenal. Zubimendi to Saliba, back to Zubimendi. Here's Timber. Saliba. Rice. Nkepi. Oof. Foul. Play on. That's a bit of a nasty one there. Unnecessary on Hincapi. Yes, Hincapi. Saliba to Raya. Raya trying to find you. Come on, Gyökeres, win that. Nah, it does well. But Everton have it back. Everton have the ball to McNair. McNeil. There's Grealish. Saka needs to come and help Timber here. We're giving too much respect to Grealish. Ball is floated in. Cleared. Now Tarkovsky has it. Come on. He puts the ball back in. And hopefully that doesn't count as a shot on target. The ball was just floating in the air and Raya grabbed it. Hopefully they see it as a coming off of maybe Hincapi or somebody's back. Here's Trossard. Back to Rice. Saliba. Hincapi. This is good. You know, it does seem a little boring, but like I like to see this. We're holding the ball. We're trying to draw Everton out. We don't need to rush or do anything too hasty. Not only because we're winning 1-0, but it's also start of the half. So just relax. You know, take the sting out of the game. Everton came out of the blocks, and you just want to put them down a peg. They still have it. There's Ghana, and Hincapi does well. Calafiori did better, and Trossard does even better. Great ball. Here's Gyökeres. Is he going to take on the... Oh, he tried to cut in, didn't he? He still has it! And Pickford is there. He has the ball. He tried to do the same maneuver he pulled off against scoring his first goal against Nottingham Forest. He's got the two defenders on him, and I think he tried to just weave his way through them. And this time, unfortunately, the touch didn't come to him, and Pickford gets it. Here's Rice. Gyökeres does well to find Trossard. Trossard over the top to Saka. Saka to Timber. Come on, crossfield. Oh, back to Saka. Oh, it's cleared off the... Well, not technically off the line, but it's cleared off. Oh, good, lovely play there. Saka to Timber, and Timber, he could have played it across goal to Gyökeres. He ended up cutting it back to Saka. It's cleared off the... well, I keep saying off the line. Cleared off the 6-yard box. I think it was Keane or Tarkovsky, one of them. It's hard to tell them apart from this angle. Camera angle. There's Timber. Sorry, Timber. Hincapi. Saliba. Timber. Now Timber. Trying to find Saka. Saka does well, and Mikolenko gets the better of him there. There's Keane. Raya does well. Here's Trossard. Ice to Calafiori. Good, that was a lovely play from Arsenal, and maybe you could see what Timber was trying to do, but if he played that across goal, Gyökeres probably would have scored. It's not a good pass from Saliba there, and Zubimendi does well. It's corner. Sorry, goal kick. No, he doesn't even touch the ball. Zubimendi doesn't even touch... Does he touch the ball here? No, he doesn't. It should be... Well, it is a goal kick, and the referee said he dived. I hope Vieira doesn't intervene. His Timber. No, it does well there. They're saying it's out for a throw-in, though. Timber did well, though, to keep that in play. Well, he tried to. He did well. Tried to keep it in play. He did well to try to keep it in play. So Saliba being very flawless up until that. Just a wayward pass. Here's Odegaard. We have it back. Rice. To Calafiori. He's put himself into a mess there, Calafiori. Now Everton with a counter. McNair. Okay, good. Timber does well, and Rye clears. What does it keep saying? McNair. What is his name? And last time I checked, McNeil. Name is McNeil. Here's Grealish. Leave it, Timber. Goal kick. So it was Saliba with just a wayward pass that I think Ghana intercepted, and I mean, it wouldn't have been a penalty. It would have been a foul, and you can't really say it's a last man. But even then, you're thinking that, did he dive? If he dived, you give a... It's one of those things, right? If he dived, you give a yellow card for dive. If he didn't dive, so the referee's just saying that Barry just fell over. There's a Mendy as well, Rice, and again, just need to settle down here. Looks like all the second balls are going to Everton, and that's going to go out for a Arsenal throw. So far it's self-inflicted really. That wayward pass, well, poor pass from Saliba intercepted by Ghana. I'm not gonna say it was a. He passed it straight to an Everton player. There's Trossard, Rice back to Trossard, playing through, and Everton should have it back. Nope. Rice, Trossard, Everton throw. Here's Grealish. He's got Timber on him. Gonna probably pass it back. Nope. Foul against Timber. He's so close because Gyökeres had that ball. He's going to give a yellow card to Gyökeres for kicking the ball away. That's our first yellow card for kicking the ball away since those stupid red cards last season. Yeah, I mean, that probably deserves a yellow card. It's more of deserving of a yellow card than the ones we got last season, though. Oh, ball is bouncing around there. Saliba falls over. Calafiori. And the shot. What is going on? What do these Everton players want? They're all clamoring around the referee. Barry's fallen to the ground. They're saying Saliba kicked his foot. I mean, it's one of those things, right? If it was the other way around, I wouldn't be standing here and going penalty, penalty. I mean, they both gone for the ball. VAR checking this. I mean, is it a foul? I mean, anywhere around the field, maybe it's a foul, right? They're just checking like how quickly it was. I guess they're checking it. Like, is it fair to give a penalty for that, or is just two players going for the ball? I don't know, man. If it was the other way around, I probably won't be standing here going penalty, clear penalty. I mean, there's really nothing in it for Barry. Like, he doesn't have to be lying down on the ground. I mean, Saliba's going for it. He sees the ball's in the air and he's going for the clearance. I mean, it's not a penalty. It's so soft if they give that. Gotta be careful though. They don't. They're not getting they're not getting any shots off, but they are sniffing out for a penalty. It's the second one they've wanted. Barry's still off the pitch at the moment. Gonna come on soon, so be careful. Hincapi. There we go. Zubmendi. Back to Hincapi. Trossard needs to get more involved in the second half here. Trossard. He does well there to get it back for us, and it's gonna be an Everton throw, isn't it? Oh, Leeds have made it 2-0 against Crystal Palace. I mean, they keep putting this game up. I can't focus on the Arsenal game. Okay, so Hincapi, pulling the shirt of Barry there. So it's a free kick, and then he pulled him down. Referee wants a yellow card. David Moyes is angry, furious. Let's make it 2-0 so he just calms down a little. Don't think he's going to be this angry if we're 2-0 up. At the moment, he knows a goal puts them back in the game. And we know how Everton are with their last-minute equalizers and whatnot, so we don't want to do that. It's bringing back some of those memories from, was it 3-4 years ago when we came here? We're leading 1-0 and then ended up conceding 2 goals late in the game. Lost. Ball in. Raya should have it. Lovely. That's ever reliable Raya. Trying to play through Gyökeres. Gyökeres does well. Good hold up from Gyökeres, but Makalenko wins it back. There's Grealish. Gotta show more in the second half, don't we? Here's Alcaraz. Finding McNeil. Here's Garner. McNeil. Grealish. Come on. Saka and Timber. Both of you on him. Good. And Saka does well. Beautiful. Odegaard. Great from Odegaard as well. Don't lose it. Lovely from Odegaard. Rice to Timber. Just undercooked that pass to Timber. We still have it. Saka does well. To Trossard. Come on. This is it. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. Trossard. Lovely from Trossard. Timber. Back to Timber. And cleared by Grealish. Nope. Cleared by Mikolenko. Nope. Back to Grealish. Now cleared by Grealish. Here's Rice. Declan Rice. Going himself. Declan Rice. Finding Saka. Saka shot blocked. Here's Grealish. Cleared by Mikolenko. Saliba done very well against Barry there. He's not having a sniff, is he? Here's Odegaard. Timber. Back to Odegaard. He's got Zubimendi. Calafiori, be careful. Here's Zubimendi. To Trossard. Rice, Saka, Gyökeres, you got 3 to aim for. You don't want to do that though, because they're going to win the header back Everton. Play it on the ground. Trossard to Calafiori. Back to Trossard. Rice to Calafiori. Hincapi. It's got Zubimendi. He's just holding on to the ball at the moment. Here's play it to Rice. Back to Saliba. Restart. Saliba to Timber. To Zubimendi. Saka. Oh. Bad pass from Zubimendi there. Giving the ball away to Everton. Out for a throw-in. Here's Hincapi. Saliba. Raya to Saliba. Hincapi. I mean, good from Timber to find Odegaard. Here's Saka. To Timber. Good. Good from Timber to find Odegaard. Here's Rice. He's got plenty of space. Trossard. Trossard. Oh, it's off the post. Oh. Yeah, me same reaction, Trossard. Oh. Lovely. That's what you want to see from Odegaard. Finding that passing great and then just tried to curl it into the far corner. Normally he's very good with those and it just coming off the post and out. Big chance. Big chance. he should be putting it away. Big chance, regardless of whatever. It should be 2-0 right now. Gyökeres is coming off here for Arsenal. Is it Jesus coming on? Jesus? Yeah. Gabriel, Jesus, and it looks like both teams are making striker changes because Beto looks like he's going to be coming on for Barry. Beto might cause us more physical problems up top. So we're kind of shifting at the moment. So we've gone for a more technical striker, while Everton look like they're going for a more brute force striker in Beto. I don't know if Beto scored against Arsenal. I don't want to check that or confirm that. Let's say that he scored against us, and he doesn't need to score today. In Saliba's first job against Beto. Beto holding off Odegaard and Saka, and it's going to go out for a Arsenal throw. Calafiori. Somebody's gone down. What happened to Saka? Why is Saka on the ground? Calafiori, Arsenal not putting... Okay, now the ball's gone out of play. What happened with Saka? No, that doesn't look good. What happened to Saka? It didn't look like anybody was around him. What happened? No, this does not look good. No, Grealish. Yeah, Grealish stepped on him. So that's why he's going down. I thought something serious had happened. It did. I thought he went down with nobody around him. So Grealish stepped on his foot. He's saying that it was an accident. I'm just walking and I stepped on. Show his innocence. It's quick up. No, everything good. Saka's good. Now do the sportsman thing and pass the ball back to us so we can pass it back to you, Everton. Let's go. Well, we had possession and we gave it to Everton. So do the sportsmanship thing. Yeah, good. Tarkovsky, good captain, good leader. Okay, here we go. Looked worrying there from Saka. Jesus giving chase here on Pickford. Mendy, Ghana. Tarkovsky ball up into the box. Beto's there, but it's going to go back to Raya. Good from the defense there. Here's Rice. Got man on him. Good turn. Trossard, lovely from Trossard finding Calafiori. Calafiori, good ball to Saka. Lovely passing here from Arsenal. Saka to Odegaard. Lovely cutback. Zubimendi off the post again. Oh. And it's the same post as well. Lovely play. Odegaard, nice cutback. And it's not as clear cut as he could have. Grealish was sliding in there, studs up. You could take one for the team and get a penalty and a red card for Everton, you know? But then you maybe have a broken ankle or something. Not as clear cut as the Trossard one. Good chance though. We're poking at the moment. That's what you want to see. You want to see Everton on top. You want to see us on top of the game. I'm going to the last 20 minutes here. Everton though, with the injuries and players unavailable, only 2 attacking options on the bench, and they already brought on one of them. And I don't know if a 19-year-old is going to make a difference for them. So they got to work with what they have on the field. We have a lot of options. Arteta's not making any changes at the moment, apart from Gyökeres. Oh, foul against Calafiori there on O'Brien. Bit of a soft one, but Everton have a chance now to swing the ball into our box. Arteta doesn't look calm at the moment. He knows it's only 1-0 and anything can happen. Come on, let's deal with this free kick. We've been on top. Let's not concede. Cleared. Go back to Raya. Raya, has he seen somebody? He's seen Saka making a run. Good pass from Saka. It's lovely touch from Saka. He's got Jesus. Lovely. Jesus does really well as well to keep the ball live. Odegaard to Rice. Trossard. No, little fake out. And back heel from Saka, not finding Rice. Some good football from Arsenal. We just need that goal. Second goal. Zubimendi. Maybe the Everton players are tiring a little bit here. Rice. Sorry, Odegaard. Odegaard, back to Odegaard. And I think Saka and Timber just lack of communication, running into each other and getting nothing out of it. Goal kick to Everton. Here's that opportunity. So Odegaard passing it through and Saka and Timber just running into Timber. Second time now I've seen him running into our player or taking the ball off an attacker. And famously, he took the ball off Gyökeres's head against Chelsea in the last minute chance we had. Tarkowski to Alcaraz. Every time we get the ball, we look like we're trying to make something happen, which is always good to see. It's something we're not just getting the ball and pumping it upfield. We're getting the ball. Here's Saliba against Beto. And Beto got the ball off him. First time he's lost a challenge, a duel there. Saliba. Here's Ghana to Tarkowski. Calafiori against O'Brien. McNeil put the ball in and Raya lovely. Raya's hands are like, hey, freak. Play on. Odegaard. Here's Jesus. To Odegaard. Gives us a different dynamic, Jesus, when he's on the pitch. I get the similar situation with Martinelli and Trossard. That the dynamic between Jesus and Gyökeres at the moment is that he's more of a magnet for the ball. He can hold up. Oop, he's going down. Referee, no foul given. No, he's up again. He's good. Hincapi, lovely from Hincapi. Can't keep it in. Time is moving slowly. It just looks like Dibbling's warming up. Somebody else, don't know the other player. Who's that player? Roll and Dibbling prepared to be coming on. Arsenal need to make some changes. Perhaps maybe you bring on Martinelli. I don't know about Eze, but Martinelli. Oh, Odegaard, he's got Saka. Lovely ball to Saka. Trossard's wide open here. Play the ball go yourself or corner. Oh, goal kick. It's a goal kick to Everton. Maybe bring on Madueke, give Saka a rest. I'll keep them on because they're gonna get it rest midweek. I think he's gonna have another 7-day rest. I don't think Saka should be starting against Crystal Palace. Yeah, maybe keep on Saka. Maybe take Trossard off for Gareth Martinelli. Raya. Zubimendi. Be careful. Zubimendi. Ever since that Tottenham Richarlison goal, it's always scary to see Zubimendi with the ball. And Trossard gets it out for a throw to Everton. I think maybe we can bring on Marino. Or maybe not. I mean, we don't really have... The only player that we have that was on a yellow card was Gyökeres, and he's taken off. And I think maybe another 7 day rest is playing into Arsenal's heads at the moment. Norgard and Marino are doing some warm-ups, but I think it's playing into heads that these players, some of these key players, are gonna have another 7 day rest. They're not gonna play against Crystal Palace. Why take them off unnecessarily? We don't need. If you don't want to change the game, you want to keep it as it is. Why make unnecessary changes? Trossard's hit the post. He's a creative player. He's gonna trying to make something happen. Here's Ghana. He's got Mendy on him. Jesus Tarkovsky with a heavy touch, but he still manages to clear it. It should be going to an Arsenal player. Oh, Timber did well there. Saliba just mistimed his header, but thank God Timber was there. Calafiori upfield. Mendy playing left wing for some reason. So it looks like Alcaraz and I didn't see who came off. I was talking while it was happening. I think McNeil and Alcaraz came off. Saliba, be careful. Cleared by Zubimendi. Keane to Ghana. To Tarkovsky, back to Ghana. It's so funny how we have a chance to set up a new, good away record at Everton Stadium. Not the best record at Goodison Park. It's a chance for a new start. Grealish. Done nothing. Let's not let Grealish have a sniff in this game. Here's Tyler Dibbling against Calafiori. Back to Tarkovsky. Slowly edging towards our goal, Everton. I'm not going to count that as a header on target as well. I think that came off one of our players' shoulders. Here's Raya to Hincapi. Trossard. Be careful, Trossard. Back to Raya. Good. Even though Raya's changed our expectations of having a reliable goalkeeper, something we didn't have for many years, still, you don't want to. He is prone to making a mistake sometimes. So we just. When he gets the ball, it's always hearts and mouths moment. Growing up an Arsenal fan of the likes of Almunia and Fabianski, Manone, even Czech made some mistakes, Chesney made mistakes, Leno made mistakes, Ramsdale certainly made mistakes. And then having a goalkeeper, you're always going to get mistakes from your goalkeeper. Rice does well. Here's Trossard. Spinning away from Everton players to Odegaard. Timber. Saliba, come on. Odegaard did well. Here we go. Some space to run into. Oh, lovely ball here to Timber. Oh, again, unlucky. Just deflected off. Just unlucky that the deflected cross from Timber. It's come off him last, so it's a goal kick. And they're just showing a replay of the chance for Trossard here. He's going to get taken off for Martinelli. Should be making it 2-0, really. We should be making the substitution now, 2-0 ahead. Martinelli's on now. Martinelli, hopefully. This is this kind of environment and scenario that Martinelli thrives on. Trossard did well. I think Trossard put in a good, solid performance. should be. We're not ruining that missed chance at the moment. Hopefully, we don't have to rue that missed chance. We should be 2-0 ahead going into the last 10 minutes with a comfortable lead. Hincapi on dribbling, and Jesus does well, and I think Saliba should do much better. Here we go. Yep. Saka. Odegaard. Scary stuff there, guys. Let's just hold the ball. Raya. Calafiori, good touch. Rice. Martinelli, first play. He had Zubimendi, then go for him. Saliba. Pickford's passes straight to Timber. Timber's done really well against Grealish. I mean, Grealish started the season in good form, right? Getting an assist every couple of games, but it's kind of fallen off a little. Rice, get the pass. Couldn't get it to Zubimendi. Back to Hincapi. And Raya's pass, I mean, I don't think Raya did too much wrong there. I think Hincapi was just not expecting that pass from him. He's just flat-footed, stopped there, and I think Arteta's looks like he's heaving there on the sideline. It is again, could argue that the goal Wolves scored against us was a mistake by Hincapi, and you don't want to see the team throwing in poles into the box. Hincapi doesn't clear it. Calafiori can't clear it. O'Brien slips over. Here we go, Martinelli. This is what you're made for. You gotta release that. He didn't release it, and Everton players are back in positions now. Rice, play it. Timber's wide open. There we go. Timber is Odegaard. Odegaard. He's got Saka. Back to Odegaard. Lovely. Back to Saka. To Saliba. Here's Hincapi. Perhaps Everton have one more big chance for them, or not. Zubimendi. To Saliba. Raya. Hincapi. Is he going to find someone? He finds an Everton player, but Rice does well. Rice. Zubimendi back to Rice. Here we go. Push up field. Saka. Get the ball to Saka. Nope. Timber. Timber get the ball to Saka. Yep. Here's Saka. Against Mikolenko. Saka finding Timber. Timber still has it. To Odegaard. To Rice. Calafiori wants it. Rice to Timber. Odegaard. Rice. Zubimendi. Calafiori's made a run to the box. Here's Jesus. Zubimendi. Saliba to Zubimendi. Nope, Saliba to Odegaard. He's got Grealish on him. No foul by the referee. It looked like Grealish was holding onto his arm. Here's a roll for Everton. He's got space. He's run into. Back to Mikolenko. Roll to Grealish, and that's wayward going out. Odegaard's furious with the referee there for not giving a foul earlier on. Did look like Grealish was holding on to him. Timber ball straight to Mikolenko there. Good. Jesus. Foul against Grealish. He's committed a few niggly fouls there, Grealish. I mean, I don't really know who else he can really bring in, right? And saying that, looks like Marino is going to be coming on. Right, maybe he takes up Zubimendi. Or takes off Odegaard. Calafiori. Timber, nobody there for the header. Ooh, Garner's done well, but he's just given it back to Arsenal. Here's Saliba. Beto is on him. And he does well. Saliba. Raya. To Hinkepi. Calafiori. Got 3 Everton players on you, but hopefully they can. Raya finding Timber. Timber does well to lay it off for Saka. Here's Zubimendi. Here's Rice. Rice. Tackle from Everton. Calafiori does well. And it's going out for an Everton throw. Kolenko trying to find Grealish, and Timber does well. To Raya, upfield ball. Again, we don't have that. Oh, Jesus has done well, though, to win that header. Here we go. Odegaard to Saka. Let's get goal number 2. Let's end this game here. Saka, he's done really well against Mikolenko. Corner. Took a little tumble there, but does well to get a corner. He did well to get around the outside of Mikolenko. Come on, Saka, just 5 more minutes, Saka. 5 more minutes. And then you've got to rest until Brighton next week. The Arsenal fans there behind him, cheering him on. They got their phones out because they know he can whip a ball in. Is this our second corner of the game? Yeah, so it's Odegaard off for Marino. We're gonna hold up. I mean, Marino can make some good passes as well to create a goal. Marino coming on just in time for the corner, which he is going to hit her and make it 2-0. You heard it here first. Bukayo Saka. Delivery. Garner clears it. Martinelli going to go back to Zubimendi. Here's Saka. To Saliba. Calafiori. Here's Rice. Martinelli. Against O'Brien. Back to Hinkepi. Here's Saliba. Hinkepi. Rice. Martinelli, good. Zubimendi, good. Just too much on it. I thought that was to Calafiori, but just too much on it for Martinelli. Let's see how many minutes it shouldn't be anything egregious, right? 6 minutes, maximum 6 minutes at a time. I think anything more than that is just taking the mickey out of it. O'Brien ball and Calafiori wins it. Jesus does well. Jesus, he does well, mate. He's very positive. I mean, just the small things, he's doing really well. Martinelli cutting it back. Garner has it. And Roll giving it away to Arsenal. Here he is. Here we go. Oh, almost going into their own net from Tarkovsky. Marino and Calafiori causing all sorts of problems. The roll has been poor since coming on for Everton. He gives it away. Calafiori, Marino's trying to play it through back to Calafiori. He can't, and Tarkovsky's just almost putting it. So it's ooh. All right, this is the one. This is the goal. You heard it here first. The other one, this is the corner, not the other one. They put Grealish against Saliba, and and Saka's trying to do those, trying to score from the corner. Saka, oh, lovely turn from Saka against Roll. Ball back in. Jesus, wayward shot. Saka still has it. Flag is down at the moment. Saka, ball back in, and oh, Martinelli has it. Okay, here we go. We still have it. Jesus. Jesus, lovely to get to the byline and cleared. Okay, 6 minutes. Yeah, 6 minutes added on. Chaos there in the Everton box. Gabriel Hines is furious at something. Calafiori now. Is it going to be a long throw? Don't do a long throw. Don't give the ball back to Everton. Just do a small throw. Let's keep the ball. Jesus, there we go. Jesus, back to Calafiori. Oh, Jesus has done really well. He's like spinning in circles. Another throw into Arsenal. just take your time. Oh, Jesus. It's really good at holding the ball, isn't it? I jinxed it, didn't I? And O'Brien comes off O'Brien. Tried to clear it. Came off Jesus. Back to him. Calafiori is sick of seeing the ball here at the moment. Back to Jesus. Back to Calafiori. Oh, lovely. Nutmegged. Ball over the top to find Martinelli. Good touch. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. Goal kick. Well, Leeds have made it 3-0 against Crystal Palace. And it's a penalty. Leeds are 3-0 up, and Crystal Palace get a penalty here. Pickford boots the ball upfield. Stop showing the Crystal Palace game. It's 3-1 to Leeds. 4 minutes, 3 minutes left. Come on, team. Show you are potential champions by being professional here. Hincapi against Beto. Good block. Calafiori should have it. Good. Martinelli. Can't clear it. O'Brien. Lovely back heel from O'Brien. Declan Rice did well to win it. Tarkovsky. Wayward from Zubimendi, and Raya should have it. Raya kicks it upfield here to Martinelli. Jesus does well. He's been a handful for Tarkovsky, hasn't he, since coming on? And that pass is going to go all the way back to Arsenal. Here's Hincapi to Raya. Raya back upfield. Martinelli or Jesus going to get there. O'Brien gets there, but back to Rice. Here's Jesus. Back to Rice. Just take it to the touchline. Take it to the touchline. It's all right. It's all right. Lovely. Lovely. Just keep it there. Or give it to Calafiori. Gives it to Jesus. Back to... Giving it away, though. Roll again. He's giving it away. He's been not a good substitution for them, has he? Zubimendi. Marino, lovely control. No handball there. I don't know why he's claiming for a handball. Hincapi did well against Beto. Roll finally makes a completed pass. Ghana, come on. A minute and a half left. Keep the ball in the Everton half. Pickford. Don't let Pickford walk into our box. He kicks it into the box. Rice, Dibbling, back into the box. Rice has it, and Rice hits it upfield. Martinelli giving chase here. Martinelli against Mikolenko, and Pickford clears it. Who's that to? That's to Timber. Timber back to Raya. Raya up to Saka, hopefully. Keane gets in front there. Come on. Now Keane's running, but Grealish has it. Free kick. Oh no, free kick against Saka. 30 seconds to go. You deal with this free kick. Tarkovsky looks like a good lad, someone to have some beers with after on a Friday night or something. Come on, Hincapi, deal with this. Tarkovsky's on Hincapi. Ball floated in. Hincapi clears it. Good. And it should be Martinelli giving chase here with Mikolenko. Back to Pickford. It's 96 minutes. Time's up, referee. I think one more chance to put the ball in from Everton, and then you blow your whistle. Calafiori does well, and that's a final whistle. We get the job done. Big win for Arsenal, especially after Man City winning. We reclaim first place, 2 points in front of Manchester City. And it's a Victor Gyökeres penalty. We did hit the post twice in the second half, though, so it wasn't we didn't win based on one penalty. We did quite well. Second half, I think we were the better team from start to finish. Gyökeres' penalty gets us over the line. Very, very good game of football. I think defensively we were very good. I think we limited them to some random, shot on target. Defense back to performing at their best. Don't take away from the fact that, Everton were missing some key players due to the African Cup of Nations and injuries. I think we had mostly our best starting 11 out there, except for Gabriel. We get the job done. I'll just stop the time here. Leeds make it 4-1 against Crystal Palace. So Crystal Palace is going to be coming into a Carabao Cup game. It's a free kick as well. Is that Anton Stack? Oh, lovely free kick. I mean, Crystal Palace are all over the place here. I don't know what's going on with Crystal Palace at the moment. Fin squad, lots of games, injury concerns, African Cup of Nations. It's falling apart for Crystal Palace at the moment, and with rumors of Glasner maybe not renewing his contract and leaving. But regardless, stop showing me that game. We're to talk about Arsenal's momentous victory against the mighty Everton. Good victory for us. We reclaimed top position, back to first place. Good to see a clean sheet from us, something we haven't had in a while. And we finish off with 13 shots to Everton's 5, 1.81 XG compared to 0.2 from Everton. In regards to the lineup, guys, I mean, I think across the field we had some good performances. I think Trossard should have scored that chance he had where he hit the post, but apart from that, he played really well. I think Raya was immense as well, coming out and catching those the floating crosses. I mean, he's just reliable at those, isn't he? He likes to come out, catch the ball, and then ease the pressure of the team, and setting us up as well for a counter attack. I think defense was outstanding. I think only one slight mistake from Saliba for that almost led to a chance for Everton. Apart from that, I think the team played really well. I mean, obviously, man of the match, my own personal man in the match. I think games like these is hard to give man in the match because I think the whole team played well. I think Raya was good in goal. Gyökeres obviously got the goal, so maybe you give to Gyökeres just based on that goal. But I think the whole team played very, very well. And probably give it to Gyökeres. He got a goal he needed. He was under some pressure after not scoring for a while. and we get the job done, and we go into first place. And I'm gonna see if I can hopefully do a watch along for the Crystal Palace game. We're definitely doing one for the Brighton game. It's gonna be fun waking up at 4 a.m. to watch that. But let's see if we can make some time to do the Crystal Palace game. And tomorrow, Aston Villa are playing. If Aston Villa win, they'll go back to 3 points behind us. At the moment, we've got a 6 point advantage over Aston Villa. Obviously, Man City are the pain in the backside that we want to get rid of. Liverpool winning cuts our lead to 10 on over them, and Sunderland round out the top 6. Crystal Palace losing heavily probably drops them even further. It doesn't help their goal difference as well. They actually had a good defensive record. I might look into that game later and see how many players they were missing. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Good performance, good solid defensive performance. We could be a little bit more clinical, but like we said early in the start of the game, it's a completely different performance from the one that we had against Wolverhampton. And Everton didn't really look like scoring at any point in that game. We looked like we could have made it 3 or 4 if some of our chances came in off the post. But yeah, thanks for watching. Back in first place, and let's see what we do next week against Brighton. All good, and hopefully before that game, Nottingham Forest do us a favor and beat Man City or hold them to a draw. That would be great. All right, we'll see you next week or early midweek. I can't really finish to say. I'm not good at endings. It's like Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. Too many endings. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.